Back in the book segment tonight, Reality Check, where we spotlight the truth and expose the falsehoods. A good recipe indeed. Check one. Last night we analyzed how both right and left-wing websites were handling the Sotomayor controversy. This comes from Hotair.com. Unqualified, militant, and socialist. Next, please. The GOP has to block any of Hussein's, that's the president, extremist picks. Well, Hotair is Michelle Malkin's website, and this morning she said this.
I think there's this attitude about the blogosphere that, oh, they don't know what they're talking about. There's denigration. Hotair was smeared, unfortunately, by the O'Reilly factor last night.
Wow. Well, Ms. Malkin is upset because I did not identify the Hussein comment was made by a civilian, not her or her staff. And that's true. I should have been more precise. But we often cite hateful civilian comments on blogs and say they should be edited, as we do on BillO'Reilly.com. That's the point. The Daily Kos traffics in hatred all day long. It's not enough to say, I didn't do it. And pointing out hateful things on any website is not a smear. By the way, we also heard from Jim Robinson, who runs the right-wing Freerepublic, and he said some personal comments do get through their filter, which is understandable, happens to us too. Jim then went on to call me an elite gas bag. I guess that's better than a run-of-the-mill gas bag. Check two. Interesting debate a few days ago between Karl Rove and James Carville.
A lot of people, when George W. Bush got elected, could not put the country first and put their personal feelings about him first and never accepted him as president and worked against him from the moment he came to office.
Why was that, in your judgment?
Because we had an election that was close and controversial. And let's be honest, a certain part of the country doesn't like people who speak with an accent.
I'm from North Carolina.
Yeah, but you know, you've largely lost that. But look, there were people who did not want this president to succeed. They wanted him to fail. Bush. You think so?
I thought Bill Clinton was from Arkansas, but maybe I mean, the idea that somehow or another that he'd come from, you know, Lyndon Johnson was from Texas. Yeah. I mean, come on. And about this idea, thank God that your hero, that the man that you take over Colin Powell, Rush Limbaugh, has wanted him to succeed since day one. He's been right there saying, I'm going to be American first, a partisan second.
Well, James, I would remind you that Southern-speaking governor from Arkansas got 43% of the vote, the same percentage as Michael Dukakis. So maybe there is a little bit of sentiment in the country about that.
You know,
I didn't interrupt you, so let me finish making my comment about Obama.
Arkansas in the South.
Yeah, good. You're A in geography. You did well in geography, I bet there.
Now, one footnote, I did a few events like that with Carville, and he was very nice to my face, backstage, all of that kind of thing. Knifed me behind my back. Just thought you'd like to know the caliber of man he is. Check three. Apparently, Fidel Castro is still alive and wants to weigh in on the President Obama-Dick Cheney national security debate. According to the AP, Castro says the USA has been engaging in terrorism for 40 years, ever since Castro took power in Cuba, by murdering his political opponents, setting up a police state, banning the free press, persecuting the Catholic Church, and incarcerating anyone he doesn't like. Since that time, Castro says America has been a terrorist state. Check four. Comedian Wanda Sykes made her first big appearance since her controversial comments in Washington, appearing last night with Jay Leno.
And the press, they like little subtle ways they're trying to dance around the race issue.
Yeah.
Because they don't know how to do it without sounding racist, you know. So it's like, at first it was, who is the real Michelle Obama? When will we see the real Michelle Obama? And you know what they're saying is, when are we going to see this?
I don't know who they are, but I'm not waiting for Wheezy. I'm happy the Obama family seems to be adjusting well in the White House. I hope someone gets that message to Ms. Sykes, as well as to Wheezy. Check five. Actress Drew Barrymore doesn't like the California Supreme Court ruling against gay marriage.
I can't try to read people's minds or understand them. The only thing I can do is encourage people to live and let live and understand that there are people who are in love, who deserve the same rights as everybody else, and that there are children out there who need these loving families, who are out there waiting to adopt and begin a life together. This is ridiculous.
Just a clarification, gays can legally adopt children in California and most other states, so that issue is not tied into this Supreme Court ruling. Finally, check 6. I think I speak for everybody here at Fox News when I thank you for watching us this month. In May, FNC crushed CNN and MSNBC. It was bloody. At 8 p.m. Factor Time, we beat the 4 other cable information networks combined with about 250,000 viewers to spare. We beat MSNBC by 170% and 160% in the 25 to 54 demo. Not gloating, just reporting, and I'm smart enough to know it is you who make all this possible. That is